will fall around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run again on first down, Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Cooper's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
It leads to
when defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Browns.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On the carry, it's Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Browns 0.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They run. Chubb. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They run again on first down. Cook. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he connects with Ertz. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
For Zach Ertz, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Wilson. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. They
give the Chubb out of the gun.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A
20-yard touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 11. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
The kicker on for the point.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
38-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
I
like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Makes the score.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means... Fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cleveland, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.